A taxi driver has been found guilty of the rape of two young women who'd hired him to bring them home after separate nights out 2 years ago. Raymond Shorten had denied the charges, but the jury took a little over an hour to return its verdict and convict him. He'll be sentenced next month. The following report from Aisling Custula contains distressing detail that viewers may find upsetting.
It took the jury 76 minutes to find Raymond Shorten, with an address at Melrose Crescent in Clondalkin in Dublin, guilty of all 3 charges of rape. The 50-year-old taxi driver had denied the charges, and he claimed during the trial that the sexual interactions which occurred in his taxi in Dublin had been consensual and that the women had initiated it. The events took place on 2 separate nights, in June and in August 2022. The women were aged 19 and 20 at the time and did not know each other. The court heard that the incidents, while separate, were similar. Both girls were young, socialising in Dublin and had been drinking alcohol. The first incident occurred in June 2022. The jury heard that the woman fell asleep in the passenger seat of the taxi. She said she woke up very dazed. The driver moved her to the back seat of the car where he raped her. Raymond Shorten then dropped her off close to her home. The second woman had taken his taxi in August 22. She had also fallen asleep in the car and woke to find the taxi driver raping her. She said she was in shock and did not know how to fight back. After Shorten dropped her home, he asked her for the fare. The taxi was identified by CCTV footage. It was leased by Shorten and he was the only person insured to drive it. The court was told that it was his job as a taxi driver to make sure each woman was safely home, but instead he preyed on their vulnerabilities. Justice Paul McDermott remanded Raymond Shorten in custody. He will be sentenced on the 1st of July. On that date, it's expected that victim impact statements will also be heard. Aisling Custula, Virgin Media News.